back on track here in just a little bit, as I believe maybe going live, and we are going live. So I'll let you do the roster rundown here in a second. But Exertus is going to have the, like you said, that little bump to get him back into the top North American team. But we are going live. compLexity versus Exertus on DE Cash. Six, why don't you give us a little bit of a roster rundown?
So for compLexity, we're going to have Sean, Nothing, Anger, Sempus, and Hiko. Exertus, we're coming in strong with XPS, the famous Moses, Warden, Storm trio, and we have TM also coming in for Exertus. Exertus is now what used to be United 5. So we're going to see how they do under that new tag, and we're going to have a great matchup tonight here on Cash. I feel like it's a very even-sided map. What do you think?
Absolutely. I think this is going to be based on who has the better rotates, who has the better teamwork, and who has the better retakes and taking of the bomb sites. But we are going to see the Exertus work towards the A bomb site. Warden Storm going towards the Squeaky. XP3 Moses and TM working towards that A bomb site. They've been spotted by Sempus and Anger. They're pushing through. Smokes have gone flying. Sean Garrett is going to be waiting at the quad box as they do make that push into the A bomb site. Moses has taken down Anger. Sean Garrett is going to get the trade onto Warden. However, Moses pushing behind Sempus. He doesn't know. Gets one as Storm took Sean Garrett. So the retake is on for compLexity as it's a 4v2 situation. Exertus in great post-man spot. Moses spamming Nothing with smoke, but Nothing's going to reply with a blind shot through the smoke. And Storm getting Nothing as he's half blind as well. All left to Hiko in this 3v1. However, he does have full HP. And two Exertus members hurt down below 50 HP. However, they're not peeking. They're not giving him anything. He's going to have to make a play here pretty quickly. And he looks away at the wrong time, but gets a nice shot on the XP3. And it's going to be peeked both at the same time by TM and Storm, but will be dropped by TM. So Hiko, not much he can do in that situation. But Exertus on the board first.
What did you think about that 3-stack at A for first round on CT side?
Interesting round. I don't know if they've watched demos, as Exertus kind of tends to do that, and they've watched the demos, read that, and played it perfectly, but they set up a trap and Exertus kind of walked right into it.
And they pulled through again. They outfragged them. They outplayed them easily that round. They definitely outshot them on that round.
And we are going to see compLexity coming here with the full head armor buy, except for Sean Garrett's and pistol of choice, 357s, two CZ autos, as they have pushed through a Squeaky. That is Sean Garrett's and Anger. Storm, however, spotting one, now spotting both, dropping Sean Garrett's. Trading fire with Anger. Sempus has shot XP3 in the back, who's trying to chase down Anger. However, TM is going to pick up the trade for that. Anger getting one, but being traded on by Moses. So once again, they stack the A bomb site. Exertus ran into it, but it's still in their favor as it is 3-1. And we're going to see Nothing kind of take the long way around through the rotation. He will be rotating through A main, I'm assuming. However, there is Storm watching that from behind, spotting and getting the kill onto Nothing. So once again, all left of Hiko, who is being spammed to a smoke pretty accurately by, I believe that was Moses spamming through the smoke. So once again, another round where they've traded gunfire. And it seems as though Hiko's just going to be saving. He has about, I believe that is $1,500 worth of inventory, so he's going to want to keep that for the next round, as this round's pretty much lost, as XTS has quite a bunch of HP left. And the bomb's going to go off, so Exertus getting another round.
Now, I feel like that's very typical of compLexity with their 5.7s and CZs with armor on second round. I feel like that I've seen them do that every match. I feel like that's to be expected at this point from them, to try and force that buy and get that second round win over that Eco.
Yeah, we've actually seen quite a lot of teams do it. Netcode is one of those teams that every match I see, they tend to lose pistol, but I've seen them pull off an Eco a million times with that head armor buy. But this round, Hiko, of course, surviving with the 5.7 head armor. No one else has bought anything besides a pistol, no armor, no nades. As Exertus is just going to be rushing his B, Hiko overwhelmed. However, he is able to pick up one, down to 14 HP though. Three others have pushed into the site. Moses is going to finish him off. So the bomb site has been taken. The rotate is on. Anger looking down from that heaven, getting naded down to 51 HP. Just sitting around waiting for his teams as Nothing has done the rotation. But Moses, once again, he has spammed that smoke every single round. And finally, he gets his first kill through it. And they're just going to be waiting, hoarding their bomb sites. compLexity waiting to see if they're going to make a mistake and push out. Just patiently waiting. We're on a little bit of a draw right now, as they're probably just waiting for Sempus to make his rotation through that vent as he is coming. But Warden is going to be spotting that as long as he doesn't look away here in a second, and he won't look away. He will get the frag onto Sempus. It's go time for compLexity. Sean Garrett's taken out by Moses. All left up to Anger, 23 HP, only a pistol. Pretty much impossible, and the impossible will be shown through as Warden's going to take him down. So pretty much 2 almost flawless rounds for Exertus coming in on their anti-ecos.
They're definitely coming in strong, and they're not hesitating on their bomb site takes, which I think is a really key important part on this. And they're going into their sites knowing where they want to watch and who's going to watch that location. Once again, that all comes down to the IGL, and he's doing a great job.
Absolutely, yeah. They set up their beautiful post-plant spots, peek when necessary, but for the most part, play pretty passive, make compLexity, make that move as he saw them not push out of that site in that 4v3 situation, and it paid off in their advantage. But we are going to see our first full gun round. compLexity, since they have kind of forced that buy with the head armor, not too many nades coming in. Sean Garrett does have a nade flash and fire grenade, but not too much on the team. All rifles across the board. Moses still, of course, has its Galil, but definitely the nade advantage is in favor of Exertus. As they're just kind of setting up, Warden pushed up towards Squeaky, TM and XP3 in this A main. Exertus and, Storm and Moses kind of working towards that B main as we see compLexity in a 2-1-2 setup. Only one man at mid as Fire is coming into B. Probably throwing a little bit of a fake here. As I believe that is what we're seeing as Moses is working in. Smokes and flames have been thrown out. Storm working back towards this A. And TM working out towards this A. They are pushing through. Moses, however, is going to be spotted by nothing. The fake is on. Simphus getting 1. Simphus getting 2. And he's still alive. So 2v4 situation in favor of compLexity. As XP3 and Storm are just stuck in this A main bomb site. They're going to have to make a move fast before all 4 members of compLexity are over here. As Hiko has already made the rotation, spotting XP3. Gun battle, but XP3 gets the better of him. However, Simphus is going to get the better of not 1, but 2 more players. So a great 4K coming in for Simphus as compLexity gets their first round.
Now, Simphus had a very key hold on that round. He held it down, allowing the whole compLexity team to rotate. We almost actually had nothing on a flank going through A main. He decided to back off once they made another entry frag, trying to retake A again. So I have to admit that was a very key play and a great job, great hold by Simphus.
Absolutely, and not allowing him to get the bomb down, which means if Exertus does lose this round, they will be forced to eco, and actually the same can be said for compLexity. Both economies not built up on either side as Storm has pushed out to this mid. Sean Garrett's the only one at mid. He is sitting at the sandbags. Actually, Anger comes over to help him out, but it's quickly made regretful of that by a one shot from Storm. XP3 taking out Sean Garrett's, so we do see Exertus having control of mid, working towards this A-Cat. Simphus is kind of stuck. He's pushed up towards this A main. But it looks like they're going to be working towards this B bomb site instead, which is bad for compLexity as they have fully rotated out of B. Exertus does not know this, but they have control of B and another control of mid as XP3 takes out Hiko. Both members of compLexity at A. Exertus now realizing that as they have taken the B bomb site. TM trying to spray down nothing, who's going to be getting away, 41 HP. And it looks like they're going to be making a smart move to save, except nothing's going to be taken down by XP3. Simphus is going to be trying to run away with his AK, able to grab 1, that is XP3. But the chase is on, coming in from Warden. Actually, all members have left the bomb site, chasing it. They do not want him to keep this gun. They want to force that full eco, but Simphus is going to put up a fight, taking down another one, taking down 1 more. So there's only 2 members left. They are right behind him, as actually Moses spots the barrel of his gun, so he's going to be pre-firing around this corner, and will take him out. So I don't know if losing all their guns are worth it, but definitely dropping compLexity's gun is going to be a huge factor in this next round.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like that's not a very typical play of them forcing to get that full eco, and I don't know if it was really worth that loss. They lost a lot of players on that, lost a lot of money, which does kind of help them lose their control, because now if they get eco'd, they're kind of at a loss.
Yeah, they may have to do maybe a half buy here, as some of them have money, others not. But we are going to see compLexity on this full save, only pistols bought, and we are going to see a stack from Moses boosting XP3 and TM, so double stack at mid. And compLexity is kind of playing 4 towards mid this round, as XP3 is going to get 1, Warden getting another, Storm getting 1. So even though they have 4 members mid, all of them taken down without getting a frag, and Warden just going ham that round, picking up 3 of the 5 kills that were necessary to win the round. Exertus up 5-1.
Warden just sweeped them all up. They allowed it. They'd stacked the mid, which wasn't a really necessary play on an eco round. I feel like they could have chosen their positions a lot more wisely and played more passive and caused a lot more damage than just lose all your guys.
Absolutely, but at least they didn't let Exertus get a bomb down and get that plant. But we're going to see Exertus go back towards their A strat. It looks like they will not be boosting, but they are sending Storm and Warden with bomb towards the Squeaky, XP3, Moses, and TM going towards that A main. compLexity's back to their 2-1-2 setup in the A bomb site. That is Anger and Simphus about to run into 5 Ts. As the hit is on, nades, flashes, smokes, everything coming out. as they have pushed into the site now. No frags traded yet. As I'm in the eyes of TM, who's about to run it into Sempis. Sempis will drop him, however. Sempis getting in. Actually, Sean Gares picking up a second. Moses and Warden, however, getting trade. Sean Gares getting the trade. So it's a 3v2 situation in favor of Complexity. Bomb has been planted. And XP3 gets one, but Sean Gares is going to drop down to Warden. Exchanges fire with XP3 as he has been spotted in this 2v1 situation. 70 HP. And he's just going to be creeping around. Sean Gares is sneaking up on him. Will not know he's there, but XP3 is going to get the reaction shot onto him. 1 versus 1. Hiko versus XP3. XP3 hit very hard. Hiko's just trying to sneak up on him. XP3 trying to pick the corner very wisely, but Hiko is going to make the better play. No kit, however, so this is actually going to be Exertus' round. Great job on XP3 holding off that bomb timer as Hiko had no time to defuse. So Exertus, even though losing all of their members, will get the round.
I'm going to count that as a clutch for XP3. He had a great play there. He had quite a few great shots. I was actually in his point of view that whole time. And I feel like his shots were just, he was aiming to shoot, aiming to please, man.
Absolutely, he did get that amazing shot onto Sean Gares. If he lost that, that would have been the round. And even though they lost all 5 members, they're going to be on a complete full buy, full armor, full nades, full AKs. While Complexity, Hiko's AK, the only gun still remaining. The rest have CZ autos. As it looks like we're going to be seeing a mid to B split. Warden coming in through the vents, already dropping down. This is going to be a quick execution for XTZ. And the rotate is on. Sean Gares, the only one in the B bomb site, will be taken down by Warden. And the post-plant spots have been taken by Exertus. So this is going to have to be a 4 versus 5 retake for Complexity. And honestly, I don't see it happening. If Hiko spams, he could get a kill on XP3. Has been across there trying to get the spam, and will actually get the spam onto XP3. So that's going to help him out just a little bit. As Hiko's, it worked once, maybe it'll work again. He's continuing to spam. Bomb taker going down now, and Complexity has not made a push into the bomb site. Maybe just waiting for exits. But TM and Moses will drop Sempis and Anger. TM dropping Hiko once again, so a gun has been dropped. Nothing, picking up the gun. Gonna be trying to escape. If he can avoid the bomb, he will be fine, as all 3 members of Exertus have pushed back to T-spawn. So once again, the AK will be saved by Complexity, but they have already put up 7 rounds on their T side. How does that hurt them?
I think they're going to be struggling through this, and I think they're going to be puzzling through at this point. I kind of feel like that Complexity could have played that better. If they went more for the exit kills, try to mess up their economy a little bit more, because if you look at their money situation,
they're golden.
They just need 1 round.
Absolutely, but we are going to see an op come in for the first time on Sean Gares, who's actually going to be working towards the A bomb site with that op, which may be unfortunate because it seems as though Exertus is working towards that middle. And it seems as though every kind of setup Complexity has, Exertus is just exploiting it and doing what works best. As they put 1 B, they go B. They put 1 mid, they go mid. They only kind of run into Complexity's traps on their ecos where they just have the gunpowder and able to take them out. But they're going to be working back to this B bomb site where Hiko and Nothing are lying in wait. TM just kind of lurking mid. And no movement from Complexity as they're just kind of holding their spots. Anger pushed back off mid by TM. So a great play by TM, kind of making a lot of noise mid. Hiko and Nate doing 23 damage onto XP3 in this B main. The flashes and smokes are in. The counter nades are in from Complexity as the push is being made. No frags yet. Exertus is taking this very slowly. Nothing and Hiko both getting killed. Hiko getting taken down by Storm and XP3 trading as well. Anger has already made the rotate. He's sitting at that generator unknown to XP3 who will be taken out. So Complexity has a 1v3 situation. This could be their round, barring TM doing something amazing here. But he has been making noise, so they know where he is. And that's going to be enough for Sempis to take him out. So Complexity getting their 2nd round of the match.
Yeah, I feel like they waited too long on that B push. I feel like it was well predicted. At that point, when they actually pushed in a B site, they actually already had 2 people rotating from Complexity from A to B. Now, I feel like at that point, they should have faked the B, went through middle, took mid control again. This is a very mid control map.
Absolutely, I agree with you on the mid control map. And it looks like Exertus is going to be working around this mid area. Not making any push to any bomb site. XP3 has pushed out towards the middle as they did boost 2 of their members. And Complexity not losing middle control. They gave it up at the start of the round. So that's going to be an interesting play as once again Exertus exploiting what is taking what they're being given by complexity and exploiting that fact as Anger and Sip is kind of looking down that catwalk. Just trying to hold him off as Exertus is taking this very slowly. Two of them have been dropped below 50 HP as they have got to the defense and they are taking this beat. And TM trying to get a spam on the Hiko, not working as Moses is actually get nothing with the fire. TM's going to take down Hiko. Storm taking down Sempus. Anger with the rotate. Has taken down Warden who pushed into the B bomb site. The ball is being planted by Storm. 3 versus 2. Sean Garris, however, does have that op. Definitely a player that can make something happen with that. But Anger down to 8 HP. He's bleeding internally. He could be rendered useless with a bullet to the pinky toe. As the T's are playing this very passively, not giving them any ground, not letting them bring it down to an even 2v2 situation. And TM actually gonna flick and take out Anger. How unfortunate for Anger, as the one shot through the door onto his kneecap will take him out. Sean Garris missing a shot on the Storm, is pushing through, so Storm gonna pull out his knife, gonna try and chase down this frag. However, he may be taken down by Sean Garris here in a second, and he will be. So TM, actually 2 members of Exertus have survived. Sean Garris, however, keeping that off.
I don't like the angles complexity is holding the map at. I feel like they could take much more advantage of their mid. They're allowing them complete control over the mid, which appears to be their weak spot every round at this point. They're just flooding the mid, going through vents, taking B, going through CT spawn with no issues. It's just pretty much easy picking.
Absolutely, and complexity is going to be forced on an eco besides Sean Garris off as they have put all 5 members at the B-bomb site. And Exertus placing all 5 of their members towards the B-bomb site as well. TM, however, is going to drop that off immediately. So that's going to, oh, nothing has picked it up, and he's going to be re-peeking with it. But we'll miss this shot on the TM. And this is just not what I'm used to seeing from complexity. They just look like they're, I don't know how to put it, but they're just not playing like complexity. Their communication looks lacked, their setups looks lacked, and they're just not hitting the shots they really need to be hitting as Ward is going to take out Anger. Has 2 more right around the corner, but will be dropped by Sempus, who's going to rush up, pick up that AK. Nothing's being naded out. As guns are just being dropped left and right. Another nade coming in from XP3 as Hiko, once again, the last surviving member, sees XP3 going to try to drop his gun, will drop his gun. Probably just going to pick that up and save, but I don't think Exertus, they have let him save in the past. I don't think they're going to let him save again. As Moses pushing through with 2 flashes. And yeah, there's no way he can go save this gun unless he comes up with 3 amazing op shots. And he's not doing it. Moses is going to drop him. So now absolutely no guns on the back for complexity going into this next round. They're going to be able to force by here with FAMASas and a few M4s if they so do choose, as they do choose to do so.
Now, complexity is one of those teams who do like to force buy. But the one thing you said that I'm going to have to completely agree with you is complexity is not playing like complexity now. Everybody knows who complexity is. They're a huge name in the game. But they've proven in the past that they're a great team. But at this point, it kind of looks like they're falling through.
Definitely not the play you want to be having right now going into the LAN finals. As XP3 has 2 members in his crosshair pretty much, but doesn't know because there's a smoke in the way, so won't be able to pull the trigger. As Exertus is working as a team, he had another round having all 5 members work towards 1 bomb site. Not really doing any pick strats, which has been working in their favor, obviously, because they're up 9-2. Another smoke coming out from Anger. That nade may have given away his position. But Storm setting up for smokes, so they will be executing on this A here very shortly. And it's unfortunate for complexity as Sean Garris has rotated out, leaving Anger alone in this A bomb site. However, he is in a boosted spot. An unusual spot, so he may be able to get it through before he's straight. Actually, no, Moses expecting it, getting Anger. However, Sean Garris has rotated back, able to drop XP3. However, the mollies are out. Sean Garris dropping 1 more. That is Moses. No more gunfire exchange here as they're just trying to work their way into the site. Sean Garris dropped by Storm. Nothing boosted up on this catwalk. Just trying to find somebody. Bomb being planted. 3v3 situation. Nothing's going to find TM. And is going to lay some gunfire on the Storm. However, Warden's going to peek him from the A main, take him out. Sempus taking out Storm. So 1 versus 2 situation. Complexity needs this round desperately. As my GoTV is frozen. I don't know about you. Has it frozen for you?
It's been all frozen at this point. You kind of got concerned there for a second. We don't know what's exactly happening.
Oh, here it is. It's back in. Warden being dropped down to 53 HP. Bomb ticking. He's going to have to push in to get the diffuser. Gets 1. Warden, I thought he was going to be able to pick out that up, but he's not. But it doesn't matter.
No kid.
A second round where complexity retakes the bomb site, but does not get the round. just working too slowly.
They're not playing the clock as well as they usually do. I feel like compLexity has been a solid team coming into that, knowing their timing. And I feel like, once again, they're lacking the communication, as you said before. They knew that Warden took out nothing in A main. Why wasn't that called? They were still second-guessing the location of that player.
Absolutely, compLexity is just going to go back to the default setup. However, they are going to have none mid, which Exertus is going to be exploiting that, as they have actually no, they're not going to be. Actually, yes, they do boost 2 mid. TM working towards that A main as Anger is pushed up into the locker room. It seems as though they're working towards this fence. 2 members pushing up mid. Only nothing in the B bomb site. No members mid. 2 in CT and 2 in A for compLexity. And Exertus is taking this ever so slowly. Probably a little curious about why there's none mid. Make sure they don't want to pick the wrong bomb site and go into a trap. Seeing if compLexity is going to give many pushes, as 2 of them are working into the CT spawn. They have worked their way into the Z connector. Still no gunfire exchange. All members at full HP. compLexity kind of on a half by here. AK, Swag 7, and a few pistols as TM, unbeknownst to Simphis, pushed up into the Z and will take him out. Sean Garris seems surprised that there was one Z and he's going to be taken out. However, Hiko, nothing. Hiko, all getting frags. Moses with one. Anger has flanked around, and Anger going to come in with the flank, getting to that. Looks like Exertus is round all the way, but Anger coming up big.
Now, I'm going to ask you, how do you feel about the way that compLexity is just letting them flood the middle and they push through connectors so easily to CT spawn, allowing them to get those frags?
I'm okay with them giving up the mid if they're stacking a bomb site, but I am not okay with them giving up that Z connector, as 2 people were dropped from Z connector without them knowing that they were there. They could play one guy kind of passive near that truck and back of Z connector, but they can't just let them walk into CT spawn like that with no calls coming in. And Exertus working all the way towards this A bomb site, which is unfortunate for them because there's 2 mid. One more going back to this A bomb site, and they have pushed through B, knowing that they're not there. So the rotate will be on here in a second towards this A bomb site. So Exertus is going to have to execute fast unless they want to run into 5 members of compLexity at the A bomb site. XV3 getting Sean Garris at the forklift as they have made their way into the site. Anger missing shots is going to be taken down by XV3. TM getting Simphis, nothing getting TM. So 2v3 situation. compLexity once again giving up the bomb site. They're going to have to work quickly here so the bomb does not go off, as we've seen it happen to him twice before. Hiko pushing the site, getting 1, has already dinked Warden down to a handful of HP. That will be 3 HP. Warden scared to peek now as he knows he has Hiko right on the other side of the box, ready to kill him. XV3 holding a great angle, and we'll get 1. We'll be traded down by nothing, however. Nothing getting a second. 1 versus 1 situation. Nothing knows where he is. Actually, he guessed right, but looked away. And Storm playing that very smart, letting him come to him. And Exertus absolutely dominating right now on what has been proven to be in this season a CT-sided map. Exertus is up 11-3 on their T side.
Now, once again, I feel like that compLexity could have easily played that better. Now, they're second-guessing their locations that they're playing. They're second-guessing pretty much all their plays. I feel like they need to go with the original decision that they're going with, and they're not doing so.
Middle push is on once again. Exertus is working this half very, very quickly. At least they gain ground first, and they kind of work it slowly after that, but they like to rush the beginning of the round. Warden taking down Sean Garris, dropped by Anger. XP3 is however going to try to get the redemption kill on him, and will. So a 4v3 situation. Yeah, that is a 4v3. That was a decoy that tripped me out a little bit, as the CTs are on a full rotate to A. Looks like it's going to be TM kind of waiting around the corner for one of them. Will find Simphis here in a second, but Simphis is actually going to get the kill onto TM. So now it's a 3v3 situation, as 2 of them are below 15 HP, so very doable for compLexity. All they need is to land a few shots onto one of them, and that one will be XP3 by nothing. Nothing pushing in, getting another Nothing not able to get the third. Simphis, however, will clean it up for him, as they're going to be able to defuse it this time, unless the fire kills them, which it won't. So the half ends with compLexity picking up the final round.
Now I'm going to have to say, I feel more like that was more of a compLexity play. They didn't hesitate, nothing pushed in. He got those entry frags, which were extremely important. He got that deagle off. He had that one hit, and I don't know about you, I'm getting auto-disconnected at this point.
Yeah, you have to disconnect, reconnect half. But absolutely nothing coming up huge, those two entry frags, and that's what you need to see him do, especially in an XV3 situation. You want to see nothing pushing into that site, getting those entries, getting the numbers in their favor. Wasn't able to get the third, even though he was close, but Semphis was right around the corner, able to take out, I believe that was Storm, the last surviving member. But, you know, Exertus is sitting pretty, up 11-4, going to the easier side. And the teamwork that they showed on their T side, I think, is going to shine through on their CT side as well, as the pistol round has gone live.
They've definitely had some excellent team play on T side. I'm sure the rotations will be on point, as I feel like Exertus' calls have been very key at this point.
And they're going to go with the 3B 2A setup. That 3B is going to be key, as that's exactly where compLexity is rushing. I need to turn my auto director on. Moses has dropped Sean Gares. Gunshots being trained, nothing. Eco getting a kill apiece. One more, and the B bomb side that's going to be Moses will be taken down by Semphis. So XP3 has made the rotate through the vent, has 4 of them right there. Maybe too much from the handle, as he's able to get 1. Not able to get a second, as Anger is going to drop him. And so it's a 1v3 situation for TM, who is in the CD's bomb site. compLexity just now making their way into the B bomb site. But TM is going to be dinged down quite a bit and dropped by Anger. So compLexity, very quick, very fluid round for them.
And I'm going to have to say that was a pretty key round for compLexity, as they did need that going into that pistol round. That should hopefully put them up 2 rounds, an additional 2 rounds to currently what they have. So we'll see how that goes throughout this this next round here, going into a bye for compLexity.
Absolutely, it looks like Exertus. I don't know if they're still discussing in their mumble, or if they have just absolutely decided to go into full eco, no armor, no nades, no pistols. Actually, maybe 1-2 P250 Bop XV3, but that's it. And not doing any special setup. 2 of them will be pushing the squeaky, but that's about it, as they're going to run into Anger here in a second. Anger taking down 1, Anger taking down 2 after Semphis dropped TM at the middle. So already a 5v2 situation in favor of compLexity. As, yeah, Exertus just now making their way over to this 8-bomb site, as compLexity have beautiful post-plant positions. Get a little aggressive, making sure they're not picking up any gun. Actually, there's no gun they couldn't pick up. But nothing dropping Warden. Storm right around the corner. They're unknowing of it. Storm could get a kill here, but nothing with the great peek. Look down, get the frag. So flawless round for compLexity.
Now I feel like Exertus made a great decision on how they played that. I feel like they should have did the armor pistol, and that would have been a key thing. They would have been able to get that gun through squeaky pretty easily and claim that kill. And that's just that one extra kill that's going to help them stop from taking A.
I believe the reason for their full save, though, is because they want to buy this 3rd round. Even though they don't really need to force rounds right now, they are going to go with the FAMAS head armor. The only one with nades is Moses. So they're just going to rely on pure shot, which is going to be unfortunate, because compLexity either has Galils or an AK. So it's pretty much gun for gun here, except for compLexity does have the nade advantage. But they're just working up, kind of working picks right now. Anger has opened the squeaky door. TM getting very curious about that. Hiko running into Warden, however, and Warden will open up this, the round with the kill onto Hiko. And boosting mid is coming in from Sean Gares to Semphis, as XTS has worked back into their default setup. Only 1 man at B. compLexity not really sure where they want to work. Actually, they're going to decide to hit this A bomb site. TM still well aware that Anger is at the squeaky door. However, he has to be cautious about his mid now. Semphis finding XP3. XP3 getting the kill, though. XP3 getting dropped by Sean Gares. TM finally gets Anger. 4v2 situation. This is working out well for Exertus, as Nothing and Sean Gares have to make a play here. Nothing's going to say, I will. Getting on a kill on a Storm. Almost dropping TM with the nade. Warden's going to pick him from across the map. And there's just too much gunfire there for compLexity. They're just trying to work too many angles at once. Exertus playing that very smart and picking up the round.
I don't know if I liked how compLexity approached taking the A site, especially knowing that they already knew that they were at A. I feel like they had the perfect time to rotate back to B and take B.
Maybe they're afraid of Hiko being dropped so early in the round by an aggressive play B. Maybe they're expecting a stack there. Who knows? They did, however, make the wrong call, as they did not get the round. And there's compLexity seems to be kind of working picks, or at least letting, I guess Hiko is kind of their lurker. So they're just letting Hiko do his own thing at the B-bomb site as they're kind of working towards this middle, which has been given up by Exertus. Exertus not playing with it, which is going to be painful because XP3 has been hit from the A-bomb site, or in the A-bomb site from mid. Warden finding Hiko will fall off, making the smart play, knowing that there's 2 at B, but not wanting to give them any momentum. And it looks like that's where compLexity is going to choose to go as they're working towards this vent and this B. As TM will drop Sempus next to the vent. Anger already inside the vent. Glass being broken in the back of B. compLexity should be executing here astutely. The rotate is on from Exertus. And compLexity is going to be pinched here in a second. As Moses getting 1 spam through the smoke. TM getting 1. TM getting 2. And yeah, I believe that was TM coming through the vent, getting 2 huge frags on the flank. So compLexity working that a little too slowly, allowing TM to get in that vent behind him. Any comments, or are you speechless?
Sorry, I had a little bit of aggro there from the girlfriend.
compLexity is going to be forced to go on an eco, full guns, full nades for Exertus. So barring anything exceptionally crazy from compLexity, this will be their round, but it seems as though they're just going to be rushing out this middle where Moses is going to be falling back, playing it smart, hoping not to get overwhelmed. As Sempus has a gun with 1 million of his team's logo stickers on it. That's humorous to me. As they have worked up this middle, all 5 of their members at this middle. Hiko working towards the B vents. Not making too much of a play, waiting to see if Exertus is going to push him, but the way Exertus has been playing, I'm not expecting that to happen. It looks like they're going to be trying to work towards this A. XE3 already dinked down to 22 HP. TM dinked down to 22. Trying to slither himself away here. Moses, however, has rotated and got 1. Sempus dropping TM finally. However, a lot of members of compLexity are lit, which XP3 is going to exploit with a 2-man spray down. Moses and I believe that is Warden finishing up the round.
Now,
Exertus, tie point.
What do you think at this point that compLexity could do to pull through?
I have no clue. Redeem themselves and get back to their dominance as they used to be in North American Source. I don't have the answer to that. I think they don't have the answer either, as we've kind of seen them slip up this season and as of late. And I think they just need to work and hit something as a team. I think they're just letting Exertus get too much information at the beginning of the round and making their rotates too quickly when they finally do decide to group up and hit something. As you see, you have 1 member at B, 1 member towards A squeaky, 1 member towards A main, and 2 towards mid. As now they're deciding to group up and boost over towards this A bomb site. But, you know, they're not taking any control of anything yet. But as you've seen, XTS giving up this mid bomb site. They're doing it once again this round. XP3 is slotting it from the quad box at A. compLexity is working everything very slowly. Trying to get a spam onto Moses is Anger. Not too much happening, as they are just kind of working up towards this mid, maybe trying to get to this B, as this is where bomb is. However, 3 of Exertus members have already rotated over in that direction. However, nothing coming up huge. Nothing being nothing with 2 huge frags. TM, however, has flanked Anger. Moses getting Sean Garris. Nothing going for the bomb plant in this 3 versus 2 situation. They know where both members of the CT squad are, as they're just going to be watching different angles. TM getting a nice kill on a Sempus. 2 versus 2 now. TM finding Hiko. Going to try and peek out. TM is going to get it, so it's all up to nothing. He needs to make a big play here, and he won't. Moses taking that wide angle into the bomb site. So that was compLexity's round, and I want to say they blew it.
Yeah, I mean, do you think that this is going to affect compLexity's mindset going into LAN finals? Or do you think they're just going to blow it off like it's the internet, we don't care, we already made LAN?
For their sake, they need to blow it off and act like, oh, we're better than this. It was just a poor match. And Cash could be just one of those maps that they don't perform well on.
And we know that every team has that map.
Every team does have that map. This could be the map for compLexity. And you just never know, but they need to shake this off going to the LAN finals. Because if they let this get to them, then I don't know. I don't think they can make a very far run in the LAN finals. They're going to have to turn something around, though, within the coming months. As they're working towards the A bomb site, 2 up mid, 3 towards the A main and Squeaky, respectively. Sempus has worked up mid unspotted, able to drop XP3. He's probably pretty upset about that. Moses able to spam him down through the smoke, but not before Sempus has already picked up 2. Warden sees Anger, has all the time in the world to stop and shoot him. 3v3 situation. This is match point for Exertus if they can pick this round up. Warden making noise on the Squeaky ladder, so they know where at least one is over there. Storm, however, has made the flank. Nothing's going to pick him up. Nothing getting a second. So 1 versus 2 situation, all in the back of Moses. And Hiko's going to finish it up. Get the last kill, so 15-7 now in favor of Exertus.
Now that's more like a a complexity play to where they actually get their locations down and they can hold that bomb site.
Absolutely, and not kind of overextend themselves, not peeking too much, just peeking with the teammate when they do peek. As they need to pick 8 rounds up in a row here to force an overtime if they want to continue playing the regular season of ESEA Invite, because this will be the last match for both teams. XP3 opening up the round with the kill, dropping bomb. That is nothing going down as XP3 made the push through the Squeaky door, but has fallen off. Warden getting one of his own. So 5 versus 3, this round's looking very, very grim for complexity. Especially they're about to go to a huge choke point that is Squeaky door. And there are going to be 2 members ready for all 3 of these members coming out. Exertus. Angry with a nice shot on a TM. That's going to help their chances. However, they're still kind of stuck in there, and all 4 members of Exertus are now going to be towards that A bomb site. 45 seconds left in the round. They could fall back and hit B, but obviously they're unknowing that the Exertus has made the rotate. Anger taking down another one, so Anger kind of opening up this bomb site all by himself. Anger with the 3rd. Warden getting 1, Warden getting 2, all left on the back of Hiko. Hiko making it a 1 versus 1 situation. You know Anger's thinking, don't let this round that I just had go to waste. But he will, as Storm's going to take him down and pick up the match for Exertus. My prediction wasn't exactly right, but I was closer than you, so haha. Exertus beating complexity. What was that, 16-7? I didn't look at the...
Yes, 16-7.
16-7. What are your overall thoughts on that match for both teams?
I feel like that's not complexity. Complexity's not playing how they used to be. They've fallen through a lot. I mean, they've made a lot of silly plays, silly mistakes, but they could have easily made a couple minor adjustments. They've had the entry frags, but the beginning of the round, I feel like they've let go 1 player every round. Right at the beginning of the round. That beginning pick was so key.
Absolutely. And just a reminder, this is GoRGN TV, brought to you by David Media and Edge Servers and Redcoin as well. I am Asum. Doing the color casting tonight was 6. Any other points you want to talk about, or is that going to be it for us tonight?
I'm going to make one final announcement from this point on. Within the next couple of weeks, I, 6 from GoRGN TV, will be paying 1 professional. We will be doing 1 giveaway once a week, where a professional will be giving a private lesson to a player that we choose if you follow our stream. So I will be paying for a 1-hour lesson for 1 person following our stream each week as a free giveaway.
That's awesome. And guys, we already have 2,106 followers. Why don't you be that 107th? Please follow us. And if you really love what we're doing here, hit that subscribe button. I guarantee you we won't be mad at you. We would appreciate it. We appreciate all the support we get. All the support we get. Just you watching helps us out. A follow would be great. Doesn't cost you any money. And thank you guys for watching tonight. Any final words, Six, or is that it?
Nope, I think we're good to go.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Good night. Once again, I am Asum. That is 6. Bringing you the casting tonight. Have a great night, guys.
Have a great night, guys.
alone. Use one, she don't need a loan. She start twerking when she hear a song. Strip up all her income. We get trippy and then some. So nasty when she roll it. She put that